You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Maniac Cop is the story of a killer in a cop uniform raising hell in New York. Or is it? Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor, and joining me today, Mark is on vacation, Tex is on vacation, but I happen to have with me a very funny comedian. He's in town for these 2 weeks, and he's brought on this movie for us. Please welcome from Houston, Texas, Scott White. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Thanks you guys for having me.
It's great. So you're breaking a couple of records here.
I am.
You are. First off, you're the first non-Canadian to be on this show.
Oh, good. You're not going to hold that against me, are you?
Well, no, you're one of the good ones, so I'm not going to hold that against you.
You're one of them good Americans.
As long as you don't have a gun, we're fine. We kind of take some liberties sometimes with Americans on this show.
As we do with Canadians.
It's CanadianMovieCrew.com, right. So, we poke some fun. But whenever we have a guest on, it is usually guest choice. And you brought Maniac Cop from 1988.
Cop. Yes. I took a date to see this movie in the theater.
How did that work out for you?
I remember this because I was at dinner with my mother and my grandparents, and I was like, I've got to get out. I've got a date. And my grandparents were like, my mom was a little disappointed, but my grandparents were like, just go and have a date. So I don't remember. I don't think anything happened on the date, but I did see this movie in the theaters, which was hard to do because this was not a big movie,
right.
Limited release movie.
Oh yeah,
definitely a B movie.
Oh yeah,
so
we'll get to that because I have the box office on that. So
yes, but I did see this movie in a theater in 1988 when I would have been 19 years old. Oh,
wow!
Shit. Can we swear on this?
Oh yeah.
Shit! Oh, fuck yeah. I'm dating myself. So I was 19 in 1988, so you guys figure that out.
Yeah, let the mathematicians work on that. I've never seen this before. This was
this was your first time.
This was new.
Okay,
this was new. I actually downloaded it previously this week. I thought I might take a pre-look at it, but I figured, we'll wait till the day of because you and I watched this together today.
Right? We just got done watching it.
Yeah, and wow. It's first off very 80s.
It is very 80s,
and you can tell because people are smoking everywhere.
Mullets, professionals. Where it's like lawyers and doctors have mullets.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you're looking at
rotary phones
that we laughed at, and violence to women, very very common back in the 80s. So unfortunately, but such is the case. It happens a lot in these movies that we come up. You'd be surprised the number of bad movies that we do. Sexual assault and rape.
Yes.
It just comes up in these movies all the time.
Well, actually, in this movie, more male nudity than female nudity.
Yeah, and we didn't need that.
We didn't, but we got it.
So movie starts off and this cop is getting, and this is the opening credits, and this cop is getting dressed. And it kind of spoils the entire movie because it's kind of a whodunit. But it says Cordell right on the thing.
Right.
So it's like, well, you just fucked us. Like, you just fucked the entire audience. Because then the rest of it's kind of a whodunit. Well, for like the first half, and then they figure out who it is. But then, okay, but whatever. And they're getting dressed, and every time they put a name on the thing,
it freeze frames. So
why do they freeze frame?
Like the people can't read a name and watch a man button his shirt. We can't split their attention like that. We got to freeze it.
You got to freeze it just to make sure you know that Bruce Campbell's in this movie.
Bruce Campbell is in this movie.
I should do this. This is one thing we normally do. So we can welcome to the show. We're not welcoming back anybody. to this show. I'm surprised. Tom Atkins, Bruce Campbell, I'm surprised has taken this long to be on our show.
Richard Roundtree.
Richard Roundtree, Shaft himself.
Yes.
Laureen Landon, Robert Dazar, and Will Smith. Or William Smith.
William Smith.
Yeah. It's about the only time.
You haven't had Bruce. Well, because actually, Bruce Campbell is known for his B movies.
Yes.
But Tom Atkins is also another big B movie actor.
When I looked at his IMDb, I figured he's going to be
Him
back.
and Campbell are like the same way. They star in B movies and have support because Tom Atkins had a supporting role in Escape from New York.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So they'll star in B movies and then take minor roles in bigger
In larger
productions.
movies,
Yes.
yeah. No, this is Bruce Campbell. This is the first time he's been on our show. I can't think of. Army of Darkness, but I guess the original Army of Darkness
You mean Evil Dead?
or Evil Dead.
Yes.
Sorry, because that was supposed to be serious, whereas the rest of the other two were kind of spoofs on
Yes.
each other. So it's kind of hard to take a piss out of a movie that knows
Right,
what
that's
it
making
is,
fun
right?
of itself, yeah.
Right. That's why we never do Birdemic because it's it's so easy and everyone's done it.
Sharknado.
And Sharknado, exactly, right? But anyway, so this movie starts off. There's a lady leaving a bar. She works at the bar. She's walking home. It's New York City, and she runs into some purse snatchers, and
A couple of Puerto Ricans.
dirty Puerto
I'm being
Rican.
followed by a couple of Puerto Ricans.
Raise that wall.
Wow, that's like one of the first lines of dialogue. I'm being followed by a couple of Puerto Ricans.
And they attack her, but she fights back, and then she runs away, and seemingly disappears, sort of off into the darkness. But they track her down pretty well.
Right, they do.
You know?
I would just say if I was a couple of Puerto Ricans that's got my ass kicked by a woman, maybe I'd slink away.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
especially since the Asian guy saw me.
right.
You know, like there's a witness to this. But she runs into a cop.
A playground or something.
Was it a playground?
I believe it
Yeah,
was a
something like that.
playground,
Yeah. And there's a cop just standing there in a very, very sort of Dolph Lundgren-esque pose, you know. And she, help me. Turns out it's the maniac cop, and he kills her. And then in the next scene, it was really weird because they find the Puerto Ricans
Right.
and they bring them back to the scene of the crime. Why?
I don't know.
It's so weird that they would do that. And yet when they capture Bruce Campbell for the murder of his ex-wife or the murder of his wife
Spoiler
later on,
alert.
spoiler alert, they don't bring him back to the scene of the crime.
No.
That's very inconsistent
It is
police work.
inconsistent police work.
So-
Well, this movie, once again, the standard horror trope, stupid policeman.
Yes.
Yes, they just don't, they ignore the facts and,
Yeah,
it's too late.
Yeah. So it turns out, so this maniac cop goes and he's killing, he kills the girl, then he kills...
Well, then they go to the coroner with the mullet.
Right, yes.
Yes, and he's telling them what happened, and one cop is trying to convince Tom Atkins that the Puerto Ricans did it, and Tom's like, "Are you telling me two kids did this?" So now the seed is planted that okay, Tom's the one who knows what's going on, and everybody else around.
He knows a lot of what's going on.
Well, it's one of those movie magic. He automatically knew it was a cop.
Yeah.
Yes, for no reason whatsoever. It's because the maniac cop was not introduced at this point. We didn't know that. So
No.
For all just out of the blue, he's like, "How do you know a cop didn't do this?" So I thought that was sort of jumping the gun.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was absolutely jumping the gun. And he jumps a lot in this movie.
Yes, a lot of jumping.
Yeah. And then the next people who get killed is the kid in the car, right? The drunk driver.
Drunk driver.
So the kid and his girlfriend driving home after the bar. They stop at a red light, start making out, and then
The standard tapping
tap on the window.
on the window.
And he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then the maniac cop motions for the kid to follow him. And the girlfriend says one of the stupidest lines I've ever heard. I think he wants you to go with him.
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you think that meant?
Right.
Like, That's what I've always seen in these movies. The stupid lines of these stupid characters. And so he gets out, and the maniac cop basically slashes him in front of the girlfriend.
While he's doing a drunk test. So he makes him start doing a drunk test, touching his nose.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yes,
Okay.
and while the guy is touching his nose, he slits his throat and throws him onto the windshield of the car, which shatters the windshield. The girlfriend freaks out.
And he bleeds all over the car.
Yeah, drives away. So
Well, the girlfriend has trouble starting the car, first off, because...
She puts the wipers on.
Yeah.
While her boyfriend is on the windshield.
Because women don't know how to drive cars in 1988, obviously. And so where do we go next? We go
into Tom Atkins is in Richard Roundtree's office.
Right.
He's trying to convince Richard Roundtree, who is the commissioner, that it's a cop. And
right.
Richard Roundtree's like, how do we know it is a cop? How do we know it's not a maniac and a cop? And then it's brought out that Tom Atkins is a bit on the edge himself because he tried to commit suicide after his partner was murdered.
Yeah, he gives he said, well, we should do a profile of all of the cops in the precinct,
Right.
Who are, and he gives very, very specifics.
Right.
Those who have
lost a
partner, under deep stress, have
divorced, stuff like that. Yeah,
tried to commit suicide. And I'm like, well, those are very specific.
Yeah,
like what? At this point, I'm like, okay, what do you know? And then Richard Roundtree does actually turn it around on him, but not quite in the way I wanted him to. But I was like, okay, I'm starting to think that he's in on it. If I didn't know,
well, I've seen the movie, so I know he's not in on it. So,
no, I know, but I also know that the killer's name is Cordell.
Yes.
So I mean, you've already fucked me. But I figured he was maybe he was like the killer behind it or something. But no,
or maybe he was the guy covering for the killer.
Yeah, exactly. Right, because they always have
somebody is
accomplish.
doing, but not him.
Yeah, exactly.
So. But there's a very funny. The Richard Roundtree says to Tom Atkins, "You don't smile much," and Tom Atkins tries to smile, and it's just very.
It's about one of the funniest things you'll ever say. Where do we go from there?
Then he meets the reporter.
Yes,
he brings the reporter to the bar because Tom Atkins feels that the police they're going to try to cover this up, and he feels that people should be warned. So behind everybody's back, he's out there. The police is trying to cover it up. He gives all the information to the reporter, and do you remember the line that he says? Let's make it bigger than AIDS.
Let's make it bigger than
AIDS.
Yeah,
so that's another very 80s thing.
Yeah.
So
we want to make this bigger than AIDS.
Yes.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they go and do we go to the next kill or
no? It goes to the mayor's office.
The mayor's office. This is where we met the mayor.
Standard paper slaps on the desk headline.
Yeah,
maniac cop. So the mayor is pissed about that.
Yeah,
and he's talking to his aide, and basically the Tom Atkins character is screwed. He's like, "What I'll do, it's like I'll let him handle the investigation. If he screws it up, I'll fire him. You know, if he closes the case,
I'll commend him.
I'll commend him, and whatever happens in 6 to 8 months, you know, he's in the movie he says I'll cut his balls off. He's just gonna hang him out to dry. So he's using Tom Atkins as a patsy, as a fall guy.
Yeah,
for whatever happens,
and it's suspicious that he's obviously into something.
Yes.
And then where do we go from there? So then we go because this movie's all blurred to me now. We go, is it to the next kill? Because I know there's 3 in a row.
No, the musician. It is the next kill.
Yeah.
The musician.
Oh, yeah, the guy just walks to his car.
Right. This guy throws a trumpet into his car or whatever. And,
okay, that's why I didn't even see that.
Yeah. And the maniac cop handcuffs him and chases him through the streets. And he trips and he falls face first into cement. And the maniac cop forces his head in cement. And then the next scene is the next day. The cement has hardened around him. So these construction workers are cutting him out of the cement.
With jackhammers.
Yes. Not preserving the crime scene whatsoever. This is way before CSI. They have They do not care about the crime scene of this.
It could be like a hand chisel. You could probably
Yes,
do it
yeah,
out of,
something like
something, just try to preserve the face
Or
as
maybe
much as
just
possible.
lift the whole thing out as one piece.
Yeah, exactly.
And chisel it back. So yes, so they're not trying to preserve the crime
No.
scene whatsoever.
No, not at all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so and so he says, well, just they go over it and they say it's a drunk driver and musician. It's just regular people,
Right.
And so that's what makes it odd. And Tom Atkins is on the case and he's questioning a whole bunch of people. Is this where we can meet Bruce Campbell?
This is where we meet Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. So
Bruce Campbell doesn't make his entrance until maybe a good 20, 25 minutes into the film.
a good chunk into probably it's close to the second act of the movie. Yeah.
Right. This movie is divided into basically Tom Atkins movie and then Bruce Campbell. It's divided.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not right in the middle.
No.
Yes,
But it goes back and forth. So his wife is apparently collecting the maniac headlines,
right, which he doesn't know about.
which he doesn't know about. I don't think it's ever explained why, but
The woman has been calling her,
right,
trying to planting in her brain that he's the killer.
right.
So
That's true.
Which is we'll get to that later. So,
Yeah. Well, that comes up here because she's Bruce Campbell's wife, and he's a cop, and he's going out that night.
and they show the same dressing scene from the beginning of
Yeah.
the movie. Now Bruce Campbell is.
Now it doesn't pause,
No, it doesn't.
so you know
pause.
he's not the killer.
Right.
So kind of gives it away there too. So they go and so he dresses up and they reveal they're having troubled marriages because all cops in movies have bad marriages.
Right.
It's almost like it has to happen that way.
They either have bad marriages or they're like dirty hair. Well, actually, he did have a good marriage, but they either have a bad marriage or nothing.
Yeah.
No social life.
Right.
They're
Yeah, they're loners.
They're a cop 100% of the time.
Yeah. So he goes out on the beat.
He supposedly goes out.
Well,
on the beat.
supposedly goes on the beat.
He's told his wife that there's a big flu epidemic and he's covering for the night shift.
Yeah. But turns out he's going to this seedy hotel, and the wife gets a key to the room.
Yes, worst
hotel
manager whatsoever. So the wife, right after he leaves, the wife gets a phone call,
Yeah.
telling her that her husband is the killer.
Yeah.
So she grabs a gun and she follows him out, wearing a trench coat and high heels because that's your standard following wardrobe.
That was another thing in this movie, all the way throughout the movie. And Tom Atkins later on, he's trying to follow someone else, and he's wearing like loafers.
Yeah.
And they're cluck, 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 all on the ground. I'm like, yeah, not really going to do it. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
So his wife follows him to the Budget Inn. And sees him go into a room, and then like you say, we cut to her going to the manager, and then we cut to her having a key to the room.
Yeah.
So maybe she slipped them some money, but
It happens a lot in these movies, man.
I guess so.
That's one thing I wanted to ask you. Since we have an actual American on the show,
Okay.
I have to ask about one thing that always happens in movies that never happens in Canada. Do you people leave your keys to your car in the visor?
We never do that.
Okay.
No,
Where's
nobody
this come
ever
from?
does that. I don't know why.
Because it's only in America
I
that
know.
happens.
I'm 48. No, so you don't have to do the math anymore. I'm 48. I'm an American. Nobody ever keeps their keys in the visor. I don't know where Hollywood came up with that, but no.
Because it's been driving us nuts.
Nobody does that.
Finally, we get an answer
Yes.
for it. Good. Mark will be happy for that one. But anyway, yeah, so she gets the key, she goes in, and they find out he's cheating.
Right. Now, did you notice something very subtle in the cheating scene? Condom wrapper.
I did notice that.
Yes, condom wrapper.
I did notice that.
Condom wrapper on the bedside.
Opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I did notice
Yeah.
that. I thought that was really weird
Yeah.
because normally, I just don't normally catch that.
yeah. But that's not the sort of detail
Yeah.
you would have. So I noticed that. So
Yeah. It was red.
yes.
Yeah, that was so weird. I did notice that. So anyway, she pulls the gun. threatens to kill. She walks out.
And once again, we get the woman stays under the covers, but Bruce Campbell gets up.
Yeah.
So, and Bruce Campbell was kind of buff.
He's chiseled man.
He's a chiseled man in that in his younger years.
Yep.
So,
and then so they go out, but then
she leaves,
and
the maniac cop grabs her, pulls her into a van.
Yes.
Now, at this point, if you don't know, since you don't know what's going on, if the first time, it's like, how did he know that she was going to be,
Yeah.
It's like very coincidental.
Yeah.
This all comes out later. So then we cut to the next day and the cleaning woman.
Yeah, the cleaning woman walks in. She's like, oh, the one lamp is knocked over because the wife knocks it over as she leaves. And she's like, oh, great.
Yes.
I'm like,
must have been a party in here.
It didn't even break.
Yeah. The lampshade fell off. That was it.
Fell off and the lamp itself is on the floor. Oh, well. Calm down. So she goes in, oh, I wonder what else is going on in here. And, of course, she sees the wife.
Yes.
So the maniac, just the head or is
no,
she
just
cut?
slit.
Just
so
slit.
The maniac cop killed Bruce Campbell's wife, waited for them to check out.
I guess, yeah.
Got a key from the front guy.
Probably from her because she still probably had it on her.
The key. Okay, yes. So the front
so
clerk
that makes sense.
Yeah. So the front clerk is off the hook for that one. Put her in the bed.
Yeah.
Locked up behind him.
Yeah.
So
and locked up behind him
because she needed the key to get in.
And the house cleaner really doesn't give a lot of time. She knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, geez, I wouldn't even have had time to yell out at that point.
Next scene, we're back at the police headquarters.
The police headquarters, and this is where the captain goes.
Captain grabs Bruce Campbell.
Grabs Bruce Campbell. He arrests him, puts him under arrest.
Captain is William Smith, and you're not going to recognize. I mean, you'll recognize the name from Will Smith, but this is one of those. This movie was full of. Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, I know that guy from somewhere.
I know that guy from somewhere. You won't know their names, but there are a lot of good character actors in this act. It's like, I know that guy from somewhere. So.
Yep. And then you're going, and then he arrests him, and then he brings him in. There's an interrogation where it looks really bad for him because of the situation.
Right. And then his lawyer comes in and basically accuses him of doing it. It's like, no, I didn't do it. So.
Yeah, he tries to make excuses for him. Maybe you blacked out.
Yes.
Wink. Maybe you didn't know what you were doing.
Wink. Yes.
You know, stab your foot once for twice, once for yes, twice for no.
Then we cut to the bar with Tom Atkins and William Smith, where William Smith is basically trying to convince Tom Atkins that Bruce Campbell is the killer, and Tom Atkins is saying no, he's being set up.
Yeah.
So they're both on separate. This guy is the captain is happy. He thinks he has him. And but the standard they're in the bar watching a television and the standard stereotype of interviewing people. So it's just a different person talking about cops, which I don't think I've ever seen that. They usually interview one person, but they're cutting from person.
I've seen a montage before, yeah.
So,
and it's usually a good exposition thing. It's like, oh, we don't trust cops anymore.
Right.
Okay, fine. I think
television exposition.
People these days can relate to that to a certain extent.
And somewhere in here, I think we missed the mayor has made a speech saying that they've caught the maniac cop. Oh, and by the way, to go back, when Tom Atkins is with the reporter, they do that thing where they name the movie in the movie. You mean like a maniac cop? Boom! We got the movie.
We have a title.
Name of the movie in the movie. So.
Yeah, definitely.
So the governor's name is Killium.
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 Yeah.
So basically, kill him.
Kill him. Essentially, yeah. Yeah, really. Like, there's a whole thing in Hollywood where if you name a character a certain thing, you can usually tell them something about them.
Right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was in one of his Jack Connor in one of his movies, and it's JC. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And in the movie, he comes back to life and saves the day.
Yeah.
So you can tell. And the JC thing actually works a lot for a lot of different movies. Killium is pretty. Yes. It's like Dr. Evil kicks a puppy, you know what I mean? So, and this is where I started going on because I was thinking, okay, so now we're sort of getting into a thing where the maniac cop was killing innocents. And he was doing it to frame Bruce Campbell. Why?
I don't know. It's not made clear.
That's what I can't understand.
I don't think maybe. I think maybe he started killing innocents, and then his girlfriend, who we will meet later,
yeah.
she came up with this. Maybe planted
Maybe.
that. Yes, just to throw. It's like she didn't realize that he would kill all innocents, and to protect him,
Yeah.
she knew about the affair. So I think she might have been the brainchild before this.
Well, she knew about the affair because the girlfriend told her
Right.
about it.
So I think once she found out that the maniac cop was killing innocent people, she set up Bruce Campbell and his girlfriend.
But then how would she know that the wife was going to go after him and catch them?
That's
movie
She
convenience.
wouldn't have known. Yeah,
Yeah.
she might not have. So that was impossible to know. So, yeah.
Just wow, that was so fortunate.
Yes,
And
it
right
was.
at the right time too.
Exactly.
Like
So-
we need a patsy here, and oh my god, this is all falling into place.
Right.
Perfect. So yeah, should we get to her? Because a lot of it's just investigation after this.
Yes. After that, it's Tom Atkins doing a lot of investigation, growing closer and closer that it wasn't Bruce Campbell, it was this maniac cop, and it comes out that his old girlfriend still works at the police station.
Yes.
The woman he was going to marry.
Yeah.
And she's been there for 25 years. She's a fixture. She has a cane and a leg brace because she tried to kill herself.
Yeah. Ended up breaking her own leg.
Breaking her own leg. She tried to kill herself after. Well, I guess we should go back and explain. The maniac cop was a super cop.
Yeah. Matt Cordell. Super
cop Matt Cordell, and sort of along the lines of Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
Shoot first, ask questions later. It turns out that the mayor
so convoluted.
The mayor got into office because of mob guys.
Right.
And Cordell was going after the mob guys. So the mayor pulled some strings to get Cordell sent to prison.
Right.
Where the inmates attacked him.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And another scene, by the way, where there's a lot of male nudity. Well, not real nudity, but like upper body nudity.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the three guys that came in all had shirts on. He beats up one of them, throws him off to the right. The other two attack him. And then the one that was on the right comes back with no shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, why does he have no shirt?
More nudity.
I guess. Ladies, this one's for you.
Yes.
So
Tom Atkins goes to meet her, and he does that typical, drops a few hints to see how she reacts.
Yeah.
She reacts the way he thinks he does. So Tom Atkins follows her to Pier 14.
Yep.
Where she meets Matt Cordell, the maniac cop. And you can see that and here's where it's like, Matt, I thought you would kill junkies and pushers like that. I didn't think you would kill innocent people.
Yeah. And he doesn't talk. He's just a straight up monster.
No,
he's like
a straight up monster at this point.
He's like a Michael Myers type character.
Exactly.
And she's berating him, and she's like, "I didn't think you'd kill innocent people. You were supposed to kill junkies and shit."
She's like, "Don't kill the female cop. They've got him." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And another typical trope is while the cop is spying on them, he does what?
Not called for backup.
Knocks over a piece of wood.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
That draws attention to them. So.
Yeah, that's true.
So now Tom Atkins knows who it is.
Yeah.
And knows where the cop is getting its information.
Yeah. And
he goes to find Bruce Campbell's girlfriend.
Right.
Who is a cop.
And this is another thing.
The one he's
her.
having an affair with. So
yeah, the one he's having an affair with. So, and it's earlier on, and she sort of he makes her out to be kind of badass.
Right.
Like she's a better shot than me. She always shoots better than me at the range.
herself.
She can take care of herself. We see her as a fake prostitute, and instead of actually getting the guy and arresting him, she kind of just leads him on. Very tough.
First sign of trouble.
And then she screams like a bitch.
She screams like they couldn't. And first, she's not a very good actress.
No, God, no.
No, she's not a very good actress. But that was it. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
They couldn't decide to whether. And this happens later in the movie where something happens and she just falls to pieces.
Yeah. Oh, it happens all the time now.
Right.
Yep. Ever since then, she's
Yes. So I thought that was a poor. I thought it would have been better if she was, the tough cop that.
Yeah,
They
but
made
it's
her
the
out to be.
80s, right?
So Tom Atkins, they rescue and they both shoot. They both unload their guns into the maniac cop.
Yes.
And it doesn't phase him.
Yep.
So it doesn't. It's not really. It's not really explained
No.
how he can do this.
No.
So because he's not technically dead. So yeah, and they claim a bulletproof vest, and then she goes, "I shot him in the head twice," and like, "No, you didn't."
No, you didn't, because
No.
we see the shots.
We see the
and it's
shots.
all going into like the belly area.
So it could have been maybe he was wearing a bulletproof vest,
Maybe
or something like that.
It looked like he was wearing a bulletproof cod piece too.
Yes.
It looks like they
That's
shot
where
him
they
a
were
couple of times. Yeah. But then eventually we meet up with the coroner who does the autopsy because they find out it's Matt Cordell, and they say, "Well, no, it can't be him because he's dead and buried."
Well, we have to go back to where Tom Atkins. Before that, Tom
Right.
Atkins.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
So the next day, Tom Atkins and what's her name, Lorraine Landon,
yeah.
go to visit Bruce Campbell in prison,
Yeah.
and they say, "Here's who did it. It's Matt, the maniac cop. I'm going up to what was it, San Quentin?
Sing Sing.
Sing Sing." He goes, "I'm going up to Sing Sing tomorrow to meet with the coroner." This is all taking place in the police station because Bruce Campbell is still under arrest.
Yeah.
Tom Atkins leaves the two lovers alone for a moment, and Bruce Campbell has no sympathy, no nothing about his dead wife.
No.
Totally forgotten about.
No. Totally.
Totally forgotten about because they're alone and they're making kissy faces and totally has forgotten that his wife has been slaughtered like a pig.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no mention of his wife after
After
he gets
you know,
arrested.
your wife, yes, that woman who you,
I guess paid
ignored
rent.
and
Yeah.
yes, and who genuinely loved you.
Yeah.
From the scenes they're together, she genuinely loved him, genuinely cared about him.
Yep.
So, Tom Atkins leaves the interrogation room and he's wandering around the police station and he goes back to see the maniac cop's girlfriend. And he sees on the computer, he sees clippings. So she comes up behind him and starts wailing on him with her cane. She starts going nuts.
Yeah, because he's a really bad police officer because he walks in the room and goes straight to what he's looking for. He doesn't check out the rest of the room.
No.
Because it was you're snooping, you want to know if anybody else is in the room.
Right.
Personal pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Like, look around at least. I mean, at least turn your head to the left a little.
So she freaks out because now the maniac cop is going to come after her because she's no good to him now.
Yeah.
You found out that I'm giving him information. Now I'm a liability.
Yeah.
I'm no good to him now.
Yeah.
And she starts beating the crap out of him with her cane.
With her cane. I'm just like, kick her in the leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can stop this really easy. Kick her in the leg.
So she runs out, and the maniac cop has hung all the police officers.
Yeah.
In a matter of
Minutes.
2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
He's hung 3 or 4 police officers from the ceiling with their own belts.
Yeah.
And so she starts screaming. And so this is happening at the same time. The maniac cop grabs her, pulls her through the old precinct doors.
Yep.
The old glass in the door. So she smashes through the glass, grabs his girlfriend, pulls her through, and starts choking her against the wall. And Tom Atkins starts shooting him. While this is happening, Bruce Campbell and his girlfriend are in the
interrogation
room, ringing the bell to get let out. And so we cut back and forth. So the maniac cop is just beating the shit out of Tom Atkins. Yeah, he can't. Just throwing him around like a rag doll. The blonde finally decides to open the door. And she just tries.
Why do you need to have a security button when she can just open the door?
Yeah, so she opens the door finally, and and then once again she sees everybody dead.
Yeah.
Typical police procedure to scream like that. It's this movie is very chauvinistic.
Oh, very, very chauvinistic.
Because she screams, and then all of a sudden Bruce Campbell takes over.
Yeah.
So, hold on there, little lady. I'll
Yeah.
take care of it. Because she's a cop. What's he tell her to do? Go wait in the car. She's a cop.
wait in the car.
Go wait in the car.
Go wait in the car.
That's
true.
She's a cop. She knows how to shoot.
And she's better than you.
Yes, she's a better shot than you.
Which you've already said.
Yes. So she waits in the car. Bruce Campbell is checking out the precinct. While she's in the car, the maniac cop throws Tom Atkins out of the window, which is a very good for a B movie. I thought it was a very nice stunt.
Sure.
Very nice stunt. Very well done. This is a B movie. Doesn't look like a B movie.
No.
I mean, the acting and stuff, but the filming and stuff like that. It looks very good.
It looks good up until the car chase scene. Then it looked very Car 54. Where are you? So.
Throwing out of the window, like I said, a very nice stunt. She screams. Doesn't
get out of the car.
Doesn't get out of the car to check that he might still be alive.
No, God, no.
Nothing like that. Eventually, Bruce Campbell makes his way. So now there's a ruckus. Cops are showing up. Bruce Campbell makes his way out.
Yeah.
Everybody assumes that Bruce Campbell and his girlfriend broke him out. They slaughtered the precinct.
Yeah.
Boom. So now they're both on the lam.
And I love it too when the two cops come in. I guess they were called in for backup or something.
Yeah.
And Bruce Campbell sees them first, and he has the gun trin on him. He says, "Put your guns down, lay down, face down on the ground." He says, "I didn't do this." Okay, and that's enough for them.
Yep.
Because they lay down on the ground. It's like, are we going to go stop him? He's like, well, he said he didn't do it, so why bother? And then they go to Sing Sing at that point,
Yes.
right?
They keep the appointment that Tom Atkins was going to have.
Yeah. And they get through without showing any identification.
Without any ID. Boom. Yes.
They get through the front door. They get patted down.
Yes.
So they're safe, for they know they don't have anything.
But no ID.
They get past the administration office. They get all the way to the doctor. They get information out of the doctor before ever being asked for ID.
So the information they get out of the doctor is that the prisoners attacked Matt
Cordell, yep.
And everybody thought he was dead.
Yep.
But he wasn't dead. He was barely alive. So the coroner made a deal with Matt Cornell's girlfriend,
Sue Nolan.
Yep. That we'll just say that he's dead. You collect the body, and that's it.
And then do whatever you want with it.
I guess they had they don't mention it, but I guess they buried an empty coffin or something like that.
They must have because they make a reference earlier about him being buried in the cemetery.
So they must have buried, but. There's no, so that means they were unless she works in records, so maybe she could have faked, funeral arrangements,
maybe, yeah,
embalming and stuff like that. She probably could have faked that. So from what we gather, she took him home, nursed him back to health, and then sent him loose. But then
why?
But how much time it's a lot of time has lapsed.
Yeah.
Between that. It's got to be...
Because it was before Bruce Campbell joined the force.
Right.
And we get the idea that he's been around for a while.
I'm saying at least 5-6 years.
At least 5-6 years,
5-6 years, maybe more. So, I don't know. So she has nursed him back to health, all this. The psychiatrist makes the statement that he had severe brain damage. So that's where we get... So now that's why he's killing... anybody.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, severe brain damage, but then the cop finally goes, "Okay, well, but wait a minute, who are you?" And then they're like, "Oh,
the coroner says,
the coroner, says that," and they're like, "Oh, we're not McRae or whatever,"
yes.
And they're like, "Oh," he's like, "Get out." And he's like, "Okay," and he's a wanted criminal. He sees his face on the newspaper.
Another trope. Boom.
Yeah.
Killer cop. So.
And he actually says it too. I haven't even opened my morning newspaper yet. Oh my God, you're a criminal. So then they go, where do they go after this? So then they're heading to
St. Patrick's Day parade.
Yeah, which is really bizarre because the coroner's assistant comes in and just out of nowhere, we don't even know what time of year it is. Yes. They haven't mentioned anything like that. All of a sudden she comes in, she hands him a green tie and she goes, "What's this for?" He's like, "This is because it's St. Patrick's Day." I'm like, What? Why? Why does that matter? But then it doesn't matter. It does matter.
It does matter because.
But in the next scene.
In the next scene, I guess that it's a St. Patrick's Day parade. The commissioner's going to be there. The mayor's going to be there.
Yep, all the cops are going to be there.
All the cops are going to be there. So, and the ultimate revenge of Maniac Cop is he wants to get the
commissioner and the mayor
because he feels they were the ones who
put him away.
Put him away. And I guess maybe the chief of police too.
That's just a bonus.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So we go back to, and we see clips of the parade.
Yep.
And Ted Raimi.
Yes.
Cameo by Ted Raimi.
Yep.
And just to go back way to the beginning, this movie was produced, Shapiro, which I believe was George Shapiro, who produced the Evil Dead movies.
Oh, okay.
So that's where
go.
the connection. So Ted Raimi, as a reporter, has a very, very small role in here. We go to the police station where Bruce Campbell waits outside and he sends his girlfriend in. It's like, you got to warn the commissioner that this guy's here. His life is in danger, blah, blah, blah. She gets up there. It's the standard. I tell you what's wrong. You don't believe me.
Yep.
And they arrest her. Well,
Yep.
they try to arrest her.
They try to arrest her.
So the commissioner brings in a cop and says, book her. And then the commissioner and the chief of police leave to go to the parade. And also to mention that the mayor's assistant is trying to get him to go to the parade, but the mayor has figured it out that it's Cordell.
Yep.
And the mayor is scared shitless.
Yep.
So he's not going anywhere.
But the aide doesn't believe it.
The aide doesn't believe it. The aide,
That actually makes a good point. He says he's never killed in the daylight. He's never killed in public.
Right.
You're actually safer out there than you are in here.
Right. Which was absolutely true.
Absolutely true.
So the commissioner and the chief of police walk to the elevator.
Yep.
And I thought this was a very cool looking scene. They walk through a pair of double doors that have rectangular windows.
Yes.
So you can see their heads.
Yep.
While they're waiting for the elevator and they're having, casual conversation. Then behind them you see this knife come out.
Yep.
They both get stabbed. So I thought that scene that had a very nice look to it.
I did like that too. Yeah. I thought that was very cinematic. I thought that was very good as far as a horror movie goes. Mm-hmm. Horror movies these days don't have that kind of finesse.
No.
So I actually really did like that. I thought that was a highlight for me for this movie.
So we go back to the officer who who has a mullet. A receding mullet.
And a porno stash.
Is trying to seduce the girlfriend, Bruce Campbell's girlfriend, the cop. What was her name in the movie?
Oh, I don't know. I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Okay. He either wants to have sex with her or he wants her to help him collar the maniac cop. So
he wants to be the one to catch him and find out the real reason.
Right. Well, finally, she says no, and he handcuffs her to himself, and they're like, okay, now I'm going to book you. And they're walking down the hallway, and the maniac cop jumps out from behind and stabs the cop and disappears.
Yeah.
And once again, our heroine falls to pieces.
Yep. Teresa is her name.
Teresa falls to pieces.
Yep.
Drags the cop. And I don't know why. So if the maniac... If the cop wanted to kill them both, that's perfect. She can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So she drags the cop into a storeroom or something like that and locks the door.
Well, before you get too far away from it, I have to say, because I noticed when the officer was trying to either hit on her or get the information out of her, she's like, no, just fuck off. Like, I'm done with this. Just book me.
Yeah.
And then he turns on her and goes, man, you have a bad attitude.
Yeah.
And then as they're walking down the hallway, he's like, fucking stupid bitch, wouldn't fucking give me anything. Yeah. Fucking bad attitude and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're the one with the bad attitude. Yes. Like, you cocksucker, fuck off. But anyway.
So she's in a storeroom handcuffed to this other cop, and a la Michael Myers, the maniac cop is stabbing the door.
Yes.
So
very much a here's Johnny situation.
Yes. So she finds the keys of the cop, unlocks the cuffs, throws a chair out the window, and escapes on to the roof or whatever.
Yep.
Seeing this, Bruce Campbell is still waiting outside.
Yep.
Seeing this, he comes out of hiding. The other cops see him, swarm on him,
He immediately gets arrested.
throws him in the back of a paddy wagon.
Yep.
Now, the girlfriend, Teresa, sees all this, and she's like, no, no. So after Bruce Campbell is thrown in the back of the paddy wagon, the maniac cop steals the paddy wagon with Bruce Campbell in it.
Yep.
Teresa works her way down the fire escape into a cop car with a cop waiting. Goes, the perp is just left in that paddy wagon. They can call it a paddy wagon. That's an old term.
Yeah. Really showing your age there.
Yeah.
But I understood it too, so don't worry about it.
So they're following, and we see scenes of Bruce Campbell being thrown around in the back of the paddy wagon while the maniac cop is driving, and they're following. Now, and here's the switch again. The first now we see her. She's loading a shotgun like nobody's business.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know how to use that? And she's like, fuck yeah, I know how to use it. And
Yeah.
so-
It's like Clint Eastwood's like, hell yeah, I know how
Yeah.
to use a shotgun.
So once again, we jump back and forth from her character. She's, screaming, can't handle it, to
Yep.
very competent cop. So her character keeps jumping back and forth.
Yep. And while they're driving, they know where they're going. They're going to Pier 14. And she knows this.
Because I guess Tom Atkins told her.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. But my thing is that they didn't call for backup until they got there.
Right.
You know where you're going.
You know where you're going.
Call for backup, or at least try, and maybe the radio's out or something. At least throw me a fucking bone here. But anyway, so they drive to Pier 14, and that's where they have.
The maniac cop. Now Bruce Campbell is handcuffed in the back, and the maniac cop takes an axe and opens the back of the paddy wagon.
Yep.
And Bruce Campbell comes flying out. So the maniac cop has the axe, drops the axe, and picks Bruce Campbell up and throws him at his girlfriend, who's coming with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So yes, you have this weapon of mass. You have this weapon of destruction.
Yep.
And you just throw it down. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Whatever.
So he throws Bruce Campbell at his girlfriend, hits her, and all of a sudden her shotgun goes skating away. If the physics were impossible, because he threw Bruce Campbell at her,
Yep.
hit her, and yet the gun skidded forward.
It did. Yeah.
Yes. So it was all. It should have gone back. So
Yeah.
Physically, it was impossible for the gun to do what it did.
Yep.
But the maniac cop picks up a gun. And by the way, he has a gun and hasn't used it at all.
Yeah. He has a gun.
Yes, which
They
saw
show
him
that.
load
Yeah.
during the freeze frame.
Yeah. He also has a knife.
He does have a knife, but he's using his secret billy club.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
well, he turns the shotgun on those two, and the cop that came who called for backup comes
Yep.
in with a shotgun himself.
He gets blown away.
I don't know how many shotguns are in the police car. So he gets blown away. Bruce Campbell hops up, kicks the gun out of the maniac cops. And then the maniac cop hears police sirens. So the backup has arrived.
Yeah.
So he's got to get out of there. So he jumps into the paddy wagon, drives away. Bruce Campbell holds on to the side of the paddy wagon. Drives through
Sort of the doors.
drives through the doors. So they're driving down the pier. Bruce Campbell is trying to stop him.
Well, is he? Because he's pretty much just hanging on to the door.
Yeah, well, he does the choke, and it's very. He's driving. The maniac cop is driving without. He's just like, I'm doing a visual bit on the podcast.
On an audio podcast. Yeah, don't worry, we've done it before. But he's very stoic. And
He's very stoic.
Yeah.
So they're driving through the dock, and I guess I don't know what it was. A metal
pole of some kind.
some kind that looked like it should have been there.
Yeah.
It goes through the front glass, stabs him right through the chest.
Yep. And he drives into the water.
And he drives into the water, which I also thought was a very nice stunt.
Very nice stunt. My problem is when they pull it out later on, because they get the dock workers to pull it out again. The truck doesn't look wet.
No.
It was underwater for, I assume, a long time.
Yes,
and then it comes out. It's not dripping.
No.
There's no water pouring out of it. It's upside down. It's,
Yes.
it's not even dripping. And it's like, okay.
But the stunt was nice, especially the stunt man who was playing Bruce Campbell.
To jump off the side of it.
Jump
yeah.
off the side. That was like I said, it has a couple very nice stunts.
Yep.
They check it out, and Bruce Campbell not under arrest, standing around because both of them are, and they were both technically under arrest. So
Yep.
now they're not.
Yep.
So I figured they at least should be handcuffed in the back of a police car, because we still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They pull out the paddy wagon. Maniac cop is gone. We pan down and we see a hand
Come out of the water. Yep.
out of the water. So the Maniac cop has survived.
Yes. Then there's more after this
There is
movie.
more.
I don't know why. I'm like, that's a good place. Well, I guess it's just the one scene with the mayor, right?
Right. So we cut to the mayor's office, and he's like, "It was Cordell, but it's over." Well, how do you know it's Cordell?
Yeah.
There was no body.
Yeah.
It was like, unless they, in that short amount of time, they called the coroner at Sing Sing, and he admitted that he wasn't dead and all
Yeah.
that. So there's no way in that amount of time that they could have pieced together that it was Cordell.
Right.
And so the mayor is relieved. Cordell is dead again. He's safe. And then we pan through the room, and we see a pair of shoes behind the curtains.
How long has that been there?
Yes. Who's also not wet.
Yeah, who's also not
Yes.
wet. Well, maybe he had to walk.
Yeah,
so,
he had to walk.
I mean, he would have
Right.
dried
He
off
would've dried
probably
off.
New York City's, March.
So we see these two legs behind a curtain. He walks out from behind the curtain. We hear a scream.
And I thought we would have seen a blood spatter at that point. I wanted to see that. But
and,
anyway.
and credits.
And then that's the credits. Yeah, to be honest, this is one of those movies where it's fun. This
Yes.
is a fun watch. This is a get together, drink with your buddies,
Right.
Make fun of it as you go kind of movie.
Make that party bigger than AIDS.
Yeah. Oh, make that party bigger than
That's
AIDS.
going to be our motto. Make that party bigger than AIDS.
And we have a subtitle for the podcast. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's so weird. Just a few things I have on this movie. So this movie, the coroner that they went to see him is William Lustig's real life doctor. So he's not even an actor, which, if you've seen the movie, kind of makes sense, right?
Oh yeah, because he did that. He did that standard. They did a flashback scene, and then they cut back to him pouring a glass.
He's shaking.
Yeah, he's shaking. It's like just very overly like Katharine Hepburn trying to try.
And is it normal to do CPR but change the order of your hands every time?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's standard procedure. I guess we'll wait for the listeners to let us know. Bruce Campbell admits that he only did the film because he needed the work. He also admits that the film wasn't any good.
He also, spoiler alert, he did Maniac Cop 2,
Okay.
but he's killed off in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, this one could come back for sequel month when we do it in February.
Actually, this goes for 3.
I know it goes for 3. Yeah, that's 2 years worth of sequel months for us.
Yeah. So he gets killed off immediately in the second one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, got to wrap up that storyline, I guess.
Yeah.
So I checked out. I wanted to see the box office for this. The budget for this is $1.1 million, which is a lot for a B movie.
Yes.
Unfortunately, box office lifetime, just over 670,000. Doesn't even break the 1 million mark. So that's the weird thing about this movie. It is enjoyable. I have to say that. I'm glad I saw it. This was a fun watch. But as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Do you have one?
Well, it's kind of maybe we've been making fun of Make It Bigger Than AIDS,
Yeah.
but I when he makes that comment, make bigger than AIDS, and then during the affair we see a condom. Is it sort of like maybe a little safe sex
Oh, okay.
thing? It's like
It's a PSA.
maybe something if protect yourself, because you don't want to get AIDS, or
Right.
because this was filmed at the height of the
AIDS.
scare.
Yeah.
So, there's not a lot, but it was just the fact that they took the time to put that
put the condom there. It is weird that they would do that.
condom wrapper on there, and that line. It's just make it bigger than AIDS. It just
falls, boom. That's just a huge line to say.
Yeah, that like creates a crater right in the middle of the
Because
scene.
during that time, people were not, I mean, in the movies, you were trying, unless you were making a movie about it, people didn't want to bring that up. So
right.
it's a horror, because it's a horror movie without sex scenes, except for the one where they're using a condom.
Yep. But
Like
even
I
then, you
said,
don't really see the sex either.
You don't
so-
really see the sex, you hear the sex.
Yep.
Like I said, no female nudity.
Nope.
Male nudity. Mm-hmm. So they played down that if you have sex, you die. So
Yep.
So maybe it's along the lines of maybe a safe sex PSA.
Nice. I didn't catch that. I just have it simply, or is it Friday the Precinct 13? Because it was very similar to me between this and the Jason movie, because you have the female character leading on the monster, like Jason's mother. He comes out of the water at the end.
Right.
He's unstoppable. You can shoot him a whole bunch of times. So I'm like, this is Jason. This is Friday the 13th.
And not with the first one, but with Jason is a legend. And you mean Matt
Yep.
Cordell, the legend. So
Oh yeah, that's very true too. Yep, very true.
yes.
All right. Well, Scott, thanks very much for coming on the show. I know you're here in Kingston for the rest of this week. This will go up Thursday.
Yes.
So you're here for the
I
remainder
am
of the
here
week.
for the rest of the week in Kingston.
And so, what are your dates coming up? Just in case people won't come out to see it, because they really should, because you're very, very
Thank
funny.
you very much. I will be here in Kingston
So you're here what, the 30th?
August 30th to September 2nd.
Yep.
So I'm here for 2 months. Then I head to Toronto, Absolute, and actually go to scottyblanco.com.
Okay.
My calendar's on there, so you can check me out there. I'm at ScottWhite91 on Twitter, so
Yep.
please add me. And I'm on Facebook. So yeah, just so if you enjoyed this podcast, and I have YouTube videos and stuff. So yeah, just check me out on the internet.
Yep. And you do want to see him. He's very, very funny. And I'm so happy that he was able to come onto the show.
I'm happy to. We have to give he couldn't be here. Ryan Denis.
Yes, he's been on the show before.
He has been on the show before. He brought us together. He mentioned you,
Yeah.
and I was very excited to do that.
Yep.
So, and it was just Ryan's birthday. Much love, Ryan.
Yep.
Love you, man.
Yep, great guy. He was on our No Holds Barred podcast. So that was a lot of fun. Until next time, I'm Sean Taylor. Join us next time when we'll review the porno spoof featuring the man who attempts to rob a bank, but then when things go south, it turns into a group sex hostage situation. Al Porcacino stars in Doggy Style Afternoon.